This video will cover when it's the right time to use line graphs and how to create one. Line graphs are great when you want to show trends and movement over time. To create a line graph, select the information, click Insert Line Graph. I like to use the style that has a marker at the inflection point. Once you see the basic presentation, you can click the paintbrush to see some of the different styles that Excel has available to you. For example, placing the dollar amount at the inflection point instead of along the y-axis. But what if you actually wanted to create a graph that shows two different pieces of information? The change and trend in sales of dollars, as well as the change and trends in units sold. Excel has an option for that. Again, begin by selecting the information to graph. Choose Insert, Line Graph, and you want to go down to More Line Charts. From there, you're going to go to the very bottom and pick Combo. Change some of the defaults to represent both of them being viewed as lines. And the second thing to check is this secondary axis. You want one of them to have its information as the secondary axis. Click OK. And you see the default view presents the dollar information for product sales along the left side of the graph and the unit quantity of items sold along the right side of the graph. A final tip is to consider this information being presented and what if it is ending up being photocopied and not in color, but black and white. So the best thing to do is to pick one of your charts, do a right click and change through the outline option its dashes. Instead of being a solid line, we're going to pick a dotted line and click that option. And now you see that one of the items of information is presented as a dashed line. The other is presented as a solid line. So if this is photocopied black and white, you can still tell which line represents which information. And we have an area at the top for chart title if you want to go ahead and change it to something custom. And now you know the best time to use line graphs and how to create two different types,